The scene brought international attention. A Mexican police officer holding a 7-month-old baby in his arms. That baby's parents, Leslie Enriquez and her husband Arthur Red Elfs, have been attending a birthday party in Juarez, Mexico, just across the border from El Paso, Texas. The two were executed by gunmen while in their SUV. Enriquez worked for the U.S. consulate in Juarez. Red Elfs was a detention officer for the El Paso County Sheriff's Department. Juarez is the most violent city in the world. More than 4,500 people have been executed here in the past 2 years. The city has been engulfed by a violent drug war between the government of Mexico and rival drug cartels. Dozens are executed here every day.
There's always been some type of corruption in Mexico, but the violence has never been as bad as it is now.
Retired El Paso County Sheriff Jimmy APODACA spent 45 years in law enforcement in El Paso. He says what is happening now puts law enforcement at an even greater risk.
They're always testing and want to know how they can bring the drugs across better and how to scare the law enforcement people. And
so far, the Mexican drug cartels have not directly taken on American law enforcement, but that could change. A bulletin obtained by CBN News from the Department of Homeland Security to El Paso Police highlights that danger. The Barrio Azteca gang may issue a green light authorizing the attempted murder of LEOs, or law enforcement officers, in the El Paso area. The Barrio Aztecas are a cross-border prison gang. They work closely with the Juarez drug cartel. Mexican authorities believe Aztecas carried out that hit that killed Enriquez and Red Elfs. Days after the executions, law enforcement throughout the El Paso area rounded up Barrio Azteca gang members on the U.S. side with outstanding warrants. The green light that was given to execute El Paso police came in retaliation for a crime sweep over the weekend.
I won't be surprised that they're targeted here.
Pam FARAONE wouldn't put it past the cartels to take a shot at El Paso police.
FARAONE founded the Border Sheriff's Posse. It's a Christian group whose sole purpose is to pray for law enforcement along the border. She says she founded the group after she read an email with 7 simple words.
Please ask people to pray for us.
The sheriff of Hudspeth County, Texas, sent that email. His deputies have been threatened by cartel members.
Somebody encountered a wife in the grocery store and said, "We know where you live. We know where your children go to school. You tell your husband to stop this."
From that moment on, Pam made it her mission to lift up border law enforcement.
We're vulnerable. They're vulnerable.
There's power in prayer. There's more power in more prayer, and there's much power in much prayer.
And much prayer is needed in a city where nearly 500,000 people have already fled to escape the ever-growing lawlessness.
We're called to stand with law enforcement, to ride the borders in intercession, and to support them on the front lines.
For CBN News, Ben SWANN, El Paso, Texas.